What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not
another damn podcast.
Presented by
our damn selves.
234.
Yes.
234.
Yeah.
We are here. And
I think about like
hopefully we have a 235th episode because it could be some cancellation after this one. But guess what?
It will not. It will not be.
Both the late great Tupac Shakur. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about Raheem. I don't give a fuck about Still.
You'll either.
Give a fuck about my damn self.
As soon as I decide you ain't shit, pow. I'm the motherfucker you need to worry about. Partner. Let's go.
Why we just like act out that whole scene? And that's from the scene Juice. That was from the movie Juice. That scene was when Pac or Bishop, rather.
That was us playing like we were in improv class. And they told us to do Juice and shit.
Do Juice.
Us and him.
He did like stalking, but that was creepy as fuck. When he was just like behind the locker. That always like creep me out.
Just appears behind the locker is fucking hilarious.
Just like this behind the locker, just chilling.
It's fucking hilarious.
Creepy as hell.
What am I talking about when we say possible cancellation? Well, we want to just run the fucking shit.
Oh,
everybody has heard by now and shit.
Yeah, let's
just run this shit. Yeah, everybody else ran this fucking video. Let's just run it too. Let's run it too. Let's
rolling my eyes.
Let's run the fucking shit to get sound.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty.
Kyle Rittenhouse, trembling with emotion.
Okay.
Read the
I didn't know that was the
verdict.
fucking commentary version, so that's enough. I thought it was dry. So get your ass out of here with that commentary. But yeah. But we heard the first one because it was like 7 counts. All right. Was it 7? I think
5, I think.
Was it 5? Because I know they dropped the gun one, so that's gone. Yeah. So because it was I think it was 5, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 5.
Rosenbaum, Huber, Jump Kick Man. Girls good. They said that's what the unknown one. That's Jump Kick Man. We still don't know who he was. Gage Gross Groats and what's the fifth? And McGinnis, the reporter. Yeah. McGinnis said they fired with him because like when he fired at Rosenbaum, like he was in the vicinity. Said I could have got shot too, so that's why.
Yeah.
Why he got charged with with reckless endangerment of his life and shit too. But, yeah, so McGinnis, because McGinnis was the guy that filmed him at the beginning. We was talking about, so what are you doing out here? So,
yeah, he was like, we feel good for you being out here, whatever he was saying to him.
McGinnis, so he was one of the people that reckless endangerment. Then the murder charges was obviously Rosenbaum and Huber. And Gross Grutz was the one he shot at his vaporized his arm, as they call it in there.
Yeah, because of that vapor.
So like if, the case of with the unknown, like that's Jump Kick Man unknown. So they said unknown. It should have said in the case of Jump Kick Man. That's what everybody's calling him.
Like, it's like, who is this guy? Like, no one knows who he is. He just is that even a real person? Because I don't think that he's a real person because it seems like.
And in the video, like, because obviously we all wear masks now. So you see the guy is wearing a mask. I think he's a superhero, really. Like Jump it was Deadpool. That's what it was. Deadpool. Because he has a mask on. Jump Kick Man is wearing a mask.
Ryan Reynolds, we know you when we see you, Ryan Reynolds. Damn it.
I think the guy was Deadpool, the Jump Kick Man, because he was wearing a mask, which everybody was. Post 2020, everybody wears masks.
That's funny. But
how do you feel about the verdict before I go on my well, first of all, I predicted this. I posted
you predicted it
over a week ago. I posted it on Facebook. I was like, Kyle Rittenhouse be found not guilty on all of the charges. So they might get him on a gun charge. And then when the judge dropped it, I was like, well, he's gonna be acquitted of all charges.
Because they was like because if you're under 18, you can carry a long rifle.
You can carry a long gun. You just can't buy one. So they still gonna get the fucking guy to straw purchase. He has charges against him.
Yeah, as he should.
That's pending. Yeah, so
as he should.
This case I think is coming up sometime in the new year. So he probably will do some time. I don't know how much time he's gonna do some jail time.
He's gonna do some time
because
he might be able to.
As a gun guy, like we don't, as gun owners, we don't like motherfuckers like that because you make it hard for us. you
exactly
buying illegal guns for people is like so now the laws come down on the legal gun owners. So like typically
right.
it's like we don't like motherfuckers that do shit like
you don't.
Yeah. So yeah,
It's not like I said, it's not your right to not technically it's not your right to own a gun. Like you have to be responsible with it. That's why you just don't give anybody a gun, because if you got mental issues in there, if somebody cuts you off in traffic and you want to blow their brains out, like no, you don't need a gun. No, you don't need we need to keep guns out of your hands. No, you don't need that. But if you're going to be responsible with your gun, you're going to follow the correct rules and regulations and stuff, then you can have a gun. But you have to be able to follow those rules to keep everyone safe. Everyone needs to be kept safe. So my feelings about it is, like I said, after talking with you last week and hearing, like I said, like you watched the whole trial. So like, you know what was going on.
And I watched the videos before the trial, like a year ago. I saw like half of these videos like a year ago. I'm like,
and you gave me the shortened version. You gave me the Cliff Notes, I'll say. I got the Cliff Notes from you, the Oz Notes, I'll say. And I was able to put together my thoughts of it. So my thing that I've just maintained is it just should not have been a first-degree murder charge, because I just looked up on my phone. First-degree murder is the most serious of all homicide offenses. It involves any intentional murder that is willful and premeditated with malice afterthought. With malice, afterthought. Yeah. Premeditation requires that the defendant planned the murder before it was committed or was lying in wait for the victim. That's what that's the definition of a first degree murder. Now, if someone had witness statement of Rittenhouse saying, man, I'm going to kill a motherfucker today. I'm going up here to Wisconsin and I'm going to kill these motherfuckers up here. Somebody had a videotape of him saying that before he drove up there when he was leaving, was it Antioch, Illinois, whatever.
Which
Antioch,
is
Illinois, yeah.
I'm gonna give my opinion on the state line thing too. Is go ahead.
So if somebody was just like filming him with the phone, because like I said, like we have to be careful about stuff because everybody is a paparazzi now because we all have cell phones. So if he was thinking that he was having a private conversation in his home or in his car with somebody and somebody just pulled out a phone and filmed him saying that, I'm gonna go kill me a motherfucker today. I'm sick of these people fucking with our shit. I'm going up there. I'm gonna kill one of these stupid ass protesters up here because they fucking with my shit. If
and
somebody
it is a video
saying that.
It is a video out there that's in the lines of that, but it's still like the judge wouldn't admit it because it wasn't clear what his intent.
It has to be that. That's what I mean when I say
video. It's like a video. I think it's like a day or two, like a little bit before, like maybe like a couple days before the actual incident happened. It's like he was like with his buddy, and then they see somebody is looting a CVS. And then Rittenhouse says, you can hear him mumble like, man, I wish I had my AR on me right now. But did he mean to shoot somebody or to protect himself? That's why the judge wouldn't admit that.
Exactly. Like that. So that's
I wish I had my AR on
but
me.
It has to, that's why I said the way I said it. It has to be no room for doubt. It has to be clear, black, white, concrete, where if he said that, where it's no thing where, well, you have to take it into context.
For those that are saying that, that's because they were in the tank there. The judge was in the tank right now, but the judge also excluded information about the past of the people he shot. Because they had criminal records. He wouldn't let that be admitted to because that was yeah. Because but Rosenbaum, he was a convicted pedophile.
Sex offender he was.
Hubert was like a domestic violence.
Somebody had burglary. I think the last guy had burglary on him.
He had like they all had records basically.
They all had records. So
can't mention any of that either. So like yes, it's not just on Rittenhouse, it's on both sides.
But it's interesting that a lot of people who feel that this verdict was just so unfair that they said the judge was in the can. They don't say that part that they that he didn't admit that he made that inadmissible in court, because if he was really just a guy who was just so in the can, he would have been like, let's hide everything about Rittenhouse and let's just put these guys on these are the guys who need to be on trial. Like he would have been like that if that was the case. So but the fact that he held
prosecution couldn't show the CVS video, and the defense couldn't mention about the past
criminal records because
like you couldn't mention.
Because one thing I'm not a fan of is like, especially if it's a case like this where obviously if someone is dead, they can't speak up and testify for themselves. So why are we putting the deceased on the stand? They're not on the stand. Why are we talking about, well,
they're not on trial. Yeah,
there you go. Like why are we talking about, like, well, back when so-and-so was 15, he did this. And why are we doing this? Why are we doing this with the deceased? Why are we doing this? I don't like when they do that. So it's like, I mean, especially like if something was like a crime that had, like, they're like a repeat offender, like, you just got arrested yesterday and then you got killed today. Like, okay, then it's like, but if it was like something you did, like when you were like a stupid teenager, stupid in your 20s, like this was like over 15 years ago, and then you're bringing up something I did over 15 years ago, really, to attest to my character, really? Like, I was young and dumb when I did this. I've grown since then. But yeah, so that's just my feeling of it. I feel like it should have never been a first-degree murder, because as soon as I saw it was first-degree murder, I was feeling that too. I was like he probably gonna walk, because I'm like,
it's hard to prove on that.
It's very hard to prove. Mm-hmm. You have to improve malice and intent, and that it was premeditated. Malice, intent, premeditated. You have to prove all three. If you cannot prove all three, you're gonna walk. Like I said, I'm not a lawyer, like I said, but the thing that I kept on saying is that maybe it could have been like the involuntary manslaughter. I think that like, I have to look up the definition of involuntary manslaughter, but I think that maybe that would be more in the lines, because it's like people did die. You were responsible for two people's death. You did
shoot two motherfuckers. Yeah.
Did you mean for it to happen?
Yeah. Whether that was your intention when you went out.
Maybe you didn't. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Maybe you didn't mean for it to happen. I said, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say maybe you didn't mean for it to happen, but at the end of the day, you still killed two people. Were these people, like I said before, they weren't okay, just because they weren't upstanding citizens in your eyes or whatever, it's like they still didn't deserve to die. Like, even if somebody is a criminal or whatever, it's like we live in America where people still should have their day in court, no matter what. Like I said, that's what we've always said about, like, even like going back to like the George Floyd, like, well, he was this, and people were trying to say he was a drug addict and he was all this type of stuff, like, just saying all these mean things about him. And it's like, at the end of the day, whether he did pass a fake $20 bill or whatever,
because he was a drug addict, he didn't deserve to die.
And that and allegedly he passed a counterfeit 20 or whatever, a check or whatever it was. But it's like, at the end of the day, even if he did pass a counterfeit bill or check, it's like, that's a petty offense. So death is you see what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's just how I feel about it, is that I think that the charges were definitely wrong. And I think that the prosecutor overcharged, which sometimes prosecutors do, because they want, as we say, they want a slam dunk. And all the time, you don't need a slam dunk. You can
a lot of this was pressure. A lot of this was pressure because of what was going on. This was like
Jacob Blake and
the Jacob Blake shoot. So like racial tensions were high. So like, okay,
so
we gotta fry this kid right here. That's like what the prosecutor.
And then people also look at, and not only fry his kid. So like, if you're a person, you're a struggling prosecutor, and if you nail this kid to the wall, hey, I might make like, you're trying to get that promotion. You're trying to, what I mean? It's for your career. You're trying to do it for your career more than anything.
Yeah, then if you won this case, now you're on the front page of the guy that took down Kyle Rittenhouse.
You're like this.
All the papers now, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I said, well, you're a DA now, or whatever the case may be. Like, you got a promotion.
Get book deals, all of that kind of shit. It's like, you become a star and shit, basically.
Yeah. Now you on Oprah. You like on Apple TV talking to Oprah. Yes, because like, when I charged him, now you're talking to Oprah Winfrey. You having your moment.
I was overcharging, but I knew exactly what I was doing. Like,
you're getting your moment in the spotlight now. It, like, so that's why I feel if anything is that he was overcharged. He got overly confident, and once he got out there in the water and he realized, oh shit, I'm sinking. Oh shit, I'm sinking. It was like, oh shit. It was like that. And he said, even like the co-prosecutor said, he was like, when he put his hand down.
After Gage Gross grew its testimony. I was like, that's when I decided to put my post. I'm like, Rittenhouse is walking after that.
He said he was looking like Rick James. Saying, I didn't put my feet on his couch. Okay, I put my feet on his couch.
The first, in the original police report, he said he lost his gun in the chaos. It's like, that's what his original report was. So like, I don't even have a gun, I lost it. Yeah. And then like the video evidence say, okay, you have a gun in your hand, so you clearly didn't.
It's not a magic gun. A gun disappeared. Like we have guns.
He said, "Well, I had it, but I didn't point it at him." And then they show another angle of him clearly pointing. So okay, like yeah. So did you point? So yeah, I pointed it. Yeah. So you said you didn't, and you said you did point it. It was like Rick James.
Here's my thing. I understand that stuff can get to be murky in your head, but some things you just don't forget. Stuff like that you would not forget. You would know every single detail of that night. You would know every single, like if you almost died, if my arm got blown off and my arm got vaporized, I remember every detail. At 9:01 p.m., I so-and-so. At 9:15 p.m., I would know every single detail. I would, just me.
Part of that, like I said, he didn't want to tell everything about what happened because, like I said, he has
a suit
against the city of Kenosha.
And this is where this is the end. This is the end result for everything. Like no bullshit. All bullshit aside. Like yes, is it racial tensions in this country? Absolutely. Is it still racism in this country? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, this goes over everything. Money goes over everything.
And let me give my take on all of that.
Money goes over everything.
Is it racial stuff that happens? But unfortunately, the media latched onto the wrong case. Like this wasn't it. It's like I said, a white dude shot white people. You have a white judge, a white prosecutor, white defense attorney,
white jury,
mostly white jury. Is like, what is this? Why is this a black thing? It's like, why is everybody treating this like? There's people that are still like uninformed that think that Kyle Rittenhouse actually went out there and shot black people. I saw some of the responses like that.
The one I'm seeing is that, well, they were protesting for Black Lives Matter. The protesters were out there for Black Lives Matter. And
what's the name? Definitely wasn't protesting for Black Lives Matter. Rosenbaum. Because he had just got released from a mental hospital and he just ended up out there. Like he was clearly in the wrong place at the wrong time. This dude and shit. Like
yeah.
Like he had I think he was supposed to he was released and was supposed to be heading to his girlfriend's house or some shit, but then got in the middle of the chaos and he's already was touching the head.
And then already if you
pushing dumpsters and shit like that.
If you feel somebody like that who has anger issues, like I said, because I'm not sure why he was in the mental hospital. Like I'm not sure if
I think it was
borderline personality.
I want to say it was
borderline personality disorder. What's another one? Bipolar, manic depressive, schizophrenia. It's all type of different. He was
on medication too, so I don't know. Yeah, he might
all type of different.
He didn't take his meds that day either. Yeah, he was on medication.
So if you push somebody like that who has mental issues and you push him in the middle of this shit storm, because that's what it was. It was a shit storm. You put them in a shit storm. Yeah. Let's bring. They're going to react and they're going to jump right in and
get in the middle. You don't even know
in the destruction.
You're going to jump right into that bullshit.
They're going to jump right into destruction.
Going on,
like I said, you and I, if I see some shit popping off, I'm going the opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
I got too much I'm living for. I got too much I'm living for. I'm like, nah, I don't want that. No, I'm going the other way. No, I don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my feelings on it. I just, like I said, the charges were always wrong. They were always wrong. And like I said, unfortunately, like I said, even though they're not the same situation, because we feel like George Zimmerman was definitely an aggressor in the whole Trayvon Martin. George Zimmerman definitely was an aggressor. He went out there because he was a wannabe officer.
Yeah,
he was the flashlight wannabe, whatever.
He went out and started shit where Rittenhouse didn't really start shit. Like motherfuckers fucking with him. If you watch the videos, people think I'm just making. If you watch the
video, he should have never been out there
fucking with him. It's he was
17 years old. He wasn't mature enough to handle that. He just was not. But like I said, but with Zimmerman, it's he went out there and then I get it. Like I said, if I was in a neighborhood watch, because it's if it was break-ins that were happening in my neighborhood, and if I was on a neighborhood watch, I saw somebody that looked suspicious. Okay, I'm gonna call the police, and you've done your part.
You did the right thing by calling the cops, but
you've done your part. You called the police.
Is where you went wrong. It's why'd you follow?
And when the cop told him, okay, thank you for calling, but don't follow. No, I'm gonna follow. Why the fuck are you following him? Why are you following him?
Why'd you follow the motherfucker?
Why?
Yeah.
And then he got his ass kicked, and that's why he shot Trayvon, because Trayvon had hands.
Yeah, Trayvon did beat that ass. That happened.
He had hands.
And Zimmerman wasn't ready for that smoke and shit.
You creeped out. I mean, because Trayvon seemed like he was a pretty tall kid for his age. He was a pretty good sized kid. You were a tall.
He wasn't no punk bitch and shit.
Right, you were pretty tall. You were a pretty big teenager. You were a pretty tall kid for your age, and you had the size or whatever. So if an older white man's coming after you, you'd be like, what the fuck? Get the fuck away from me, dude. You want to be like that. He tried to, no, you come here. You're not going anywhere. Fuck you. Like, you going, I'm going home. Fuck you.
But I'm going to run some footage of what was happening in Kenosha the night before, why the fucking armed guys were out there and shooting Rittenhouse. It was like, this is like what was going on. I'm just gonna run it without the audio because I don't want us to sometimes you get your shit taken down from like So this is I think this might have been even the car lot that Rittenhouse and them were protecting. Like, you see they smashing all the like I said, mostly white motherfuckers. These are not BLM protesters. I'm just saying, most of these motherfuckers are white right here. Look like crackers. I'm seeing
I see white legs.
Crackers.
I see white legs. Unless they just really light skinned. But I see white legs.
Guys smashing these cars up and all that. I see the one black dude there, but most of these dudes are white. They're out here doing this bullshit. Yeah. So
that's a little Mini Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Like that little, because I like Mini Coopers. Those are cute little cars.
And now you're tearing street signs up and shit to it. There's a cracker right there tearing the street sign up. And there's one there that just picked the sign up. See, it's a white motherfucker. See that shit. This was Kenosha the night before all of the Rittenhouse happened. So so which is why the guys ended up going out there and say, okay, we're not they're not tearing this shit up a second night. We're gonna come out there with our guns to so the guy, I think it was the Kenosha Guard is what they had called themselves, the militia. They say, okay, any armed men that want to help protect the city, like just be out here. We're gonna be out there tonight. Because the cops weren't doing shit, like I said. Like I said, I saw over on Commercial Avenue when the George Floyd stuff happened. When they were tearing up Commercial, the cops showed up, basically said, "Okay, everybody go," and then
disperse, and then he left.
They left. They run right back in.
Ran back into Villa and sell more Jordans.
I was like,
the Samurai Sword man was ready.
Because Chicago is not open carry. That's why he had a samurai sword. If it was open carry, he probably would have out there with a rifle. That's what I'm saying. The samurai sword.
I guess some people on Story Island just didn't care.
They just don't give a fuck. That's all. Those guys didn't give a fuck on Story Island.
Our Middle Eastern brethren, they didn't care because they were out there. They had AR-15s, and they would stand on the roof and on the lot like what? And guess what? Like we said, and guess what? Their store didn't get looted. Guess what?
Exactly. Those that are claiming these motherfuckers are allies, be careful how you pick your allies. I don't think any of those motherfuckers were BLM protesters. They were just out there just tearing up shit. Just
wrecking up shit.
All three of them. Like I said, definitely like Rosenbaum, you see him pushing the flaming dumpster. It's like, there's a video of him pushing it. And you see Rittenhouse. Would say we could put two and two together. You see Rosenbaum with the dumpster. Rittenhouse is running that way with a fire extinguisher. And that's probably what happened. He saw him. And
you gonna put out the fire?
And then he just went after him, putting the fire out and shit. And that's when he chased.
And then like we always say, and then the phrase the flaming dumpster fire. That's I think that literally what it came down to, the dumpster thing.
But like I said, I've watched all of these videos.
But he should have never been out there. Like I said, the bottom line too.
It's like y'all just y'all wanted this to be about race, and then when it wasn't, instead of I can admit when I'm wrong. And in the beginning, like I said, when this first happened, I was just like everybody else. I was like, white boy with a rifle, killing BLM protesters. Like, they put him under the jail. That's what I was on. Then about a week later, after I saw the first videos, I'm like, now I'm not so sure. He got a pretty good case for self-defense. Like literally a week later after that,
He should have never been out there, period.
We should have never been out there.
Period.
He would have been a curfew, but And
then what you what were we gonna say about state lies? Because here's the thing about state lies. Like I said, we can speak of it from. We live in Chicago. We're not in Hanover Park. We actually live in Chicago.
The distance between Kenosha and Antioch is it's like going from Chicago to Gary.
Gary, I was about to say that you're going to Gary or Hammond or whatever. Yeah.
Hammond is right on the border. I would say it's Gary because
Gary's a little bit out. Gary's a little bit out. Okay, Gary is fair.
So if I go to Gary with my gun, I'm not committing a crime. I do
right because let's say because I was going to go there about Indiana because even when you refer to Chicago, every time when you hear people doing these contests on the radio or TV or whatever, they always couple it Chicagoland / Northwest Indiana. They always say it together because Hammond is literally across the street. It literally, like, you can cross the street and get to
At the end of my radio show, I shout out when I do the area codes. I'll be like, shout out all the area codes. Say, what up, 312-773-708, 847-630-219.
219.
30. Like, I shout them all up. And I also forgot 872. Nobody cares about 872. But I always show all of them love. But yeah. It's like, yeah, and 219 is one I mentioned. Like, even 219. Though that's the Indiana, yeah.
So it's like that. It's like going to Gary. So it's like, so if you live in Chicago, especially if you live on the south, especially if you live on the south side, you hop on 80, hop on 90, hop on Bishop Ford, then 80.
Like, yeah,
now you're in Gary.
15-minute ride, like that wasn't that far. Like 15.
It's not bad at all.
Right. So I'm like, this.
Yeah.
It's
like going to Gary.
It's like you went to GI, like, and you had a gun on you. Listen, like, if you're a legal gun, or it's not breaking the law.
That's not going out of town. Like when you talk about Indiana, technically you're going out of town. It's like, it's technically going out of town. But Indiana is across the street from Chicago. So
yeah. Before y'all call me a coon, and that's just I watch the videos. Like I said, like, who are you gonna believe? Like the media or your own fucking eyes? Like, yeah.
There you go.
That's why I posted another one saying that truth is more important than the narrative.
It is, because
I care more about the narrative than the truth. Like the narrative is the white boy got away with murder. Like the truth is like
let me add to that.
Watch the footage. Like,
and let me add to this, because somebody, if he got away with killing white people, now you know it's gonna be for it's open season now.
I saw the dumbasses too. Like, yeah, if you can kill white people and not get away with it, yeah, then like
it's open season. It's open season. It's not open season on us. It's not open season.
And what was the only evidence that he was a white supremacist? He went to a Trump rally. It's like black people at Trump rallies too.
And then he had a drink at a white bar. Okay.
He went to a Trump rally. It's like, come on.
And
like,
he had a drink at the bar.
Yeah, he was a Trump supporter. First of all, how can you be a Trump supporter? He wasn't even old enough to vote. Like I said, it shows you how much y'all don't pay attention to shit. Like, yeah, y'all don't care more about the narrative. It's like he was 17, vote until you're 18. It's like, yeah. So he couldn't have voted for Trump and shit because he wasn't even old enough.
Once again, where I'll go back to
care about it.
Someone failed civics in high school. Someone didn't pass their constitution test in 8th grade.
Like, you couldn't even fucking vote, man.
Because that's one of the questions they ask you in the constitution test when you have to pass 8th grade. They ask you that. Like, that's one of the constitution test questions.
One good thing I learned from Miss Gibbs was Constitution. I'm not gonna go on my Miss Gibbs rant. That's all. That's personal between us. We'll talk about that later.
Eddie.
But yeah, it's like that is a Trump supporter. It's like, you can't vote until 18, right? Like,
another thing we were saying,
narrative, man, the fucking narrative.
Another thing we were saying, like, my thing is that I'm more concerned with is it's like, okay, if people were saying, well, the thing that people keep on resting on saying that the judge is in, or the fix was in, and this and that. But my thing is, okay, this is where I challenge you. Okay, if the fix is in and we do got these crooked ass systems and these crooked ass ways of like getting around stuff, why don't we put more soldiers in there? Why don't we get more people that are actually going to learn the rights and actually become lawyers and actually be able to fight that shit and bring that shit down from the inside?
Or at the
let's get in on the inside.
Go out and vote. Like some people don't even vote at all, or when they do vote, it's just for the presidential election every 4 years.
Exactly.
You go out and vote. Judges. You can vote these judges out.
These judges, yeah. Right. Vote these circuit judges. Get them out.
Like the judge, you can vote against, vote no, and no.
Get them out. Get them out. Yeah, there's about 30 judges on the list. Vote them out.
People saying he was a right-wing judge. I did research on him too. The judge was appointed by a fucking Democrat. So yeah, y'all don't, like I said, y'all care more about the narrative, man. Yeah, y'all are wild.
That's the first part of it. Like if you feel the system is so biased and you feel it's so unfair, let's get on the inside. Like, let's learn about the laws and let's actually make a difference on the inside where you can dismantle that. Let's get in on the inside. Rather than talking about it on Facebook, let's get in on the inside. Let's do it.
And the jury thing, I'm about to really hurt some feelings.
Oh, yeah. That's my thing. Get in, become a lawyer, and get in on it.
Yeah. What you expect? Yeah, all white jury. Yeah, like, yeah. Jury, you expect all white jury, but I guarantee you, when you get that letter in the mail,
jury duty,
your jury duty and shit, you either like throw
jury
it out
duty.
or you find a way to get out of that shit. Yeah,
that's what you do with your jury duty letter.
Doing that shit, yeah. Or you go there and you act like a real nigga, so they know you're not gonna pick you. If you like act like crazy as hell, if you act like Umar Johnson when they question you, they're not gonna pick you. You act like nutty and shit, like like they're not gonna pick you. You saying, yeah, well, these white people, I can't stand. Like you get up there like that.
Yeah,
We're not putting you on, so you act crazy or you don't show up at all. Like when you get jury duty, and that's how all white the crackers show up for the jury. I'm just saying, the Negroes are the ones that are trying to get out.
Homer made a joke about that on The Simpsons. Homer said that the way to be jury duty is to say everybody's guilty.
Yeah, like I said, you act crazy, you get out of jury duty. Yeah.
Everybody's guilty. That's how I be jury duty. Everybody's guilty.
Or say some wild, like anti-Semitic bullshit. Like you gotta say something wild as fuck. You want to get out of
jury. You gotta be like
say some wild shit.
Be like a Muslim radical, like come in like that, come in as a radical, it's like an ISIS person come in.
Dress up like Craig Hodges when he showed up to the White House.
There you go.
like a couple of our late uncles that we talking. Uncle Amin, like Uncle Polly, come dress up like some of them.
Looking like our uncles.
Dress up like them, like,
head to toe.
Up to the jury thing with that is like they're not picking you.
They're not picking you. They're not picking you.
Unless you act like our uncle, like rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. Yeah, you ain't going.
You weren't just supposed to be a radical too, so they definitely wouldn't have picked you. No jury, like, you ain't getting picked. No jury. It's like, but we do that shit. It's like, yeah, so they get that's how you get more blacks in the jury. Stop ignoring the jury letters.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was black people that got that letter, because when you get the letter, they don't tell you it's for the Rittenhouse trial. They just say you don't find that out until the trial starts.
Jury duty on this time at this date.
Yeah, and they show up, they pick the jury, and then when you show up and then he walks in, it's like, oh, this is the Rittenhouse jury. Like, you didn't even know. It's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That you don't know that until the trial starts, that you're a juror for that case. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So but like you think it is just some random like dumb shit that somebody stole some money from somebody like that, but like, no, you on the Rittenhouse trial.
I think it's petty larceny.
Yeah. And you turned it down, you got out of that shit, but like you don't know until you actually show up. But
but that's another impact that you can make too. And that's an easier impact.
Some people are easier impact. And the narrative, people are combining like bullshit as well too. Like I saw somebody mention about Jacob Blake. It's like, meanwhile he's still paralyzed. It's like I said, history is gonna remember that Kyle Rittenhouse shot Jacob Blake in the back. That's going that's how history is gonna remember.
Let's say this slowly, children. Kyle Rittenhouse did not shoot Jacob Blake. Let's get that out there. Let's get that out there.
That he was on trial for shooting Jacob Blake and he got found not guilty. That's how history is gonna remember this shit, I believe. Because people don't think. It's like I said, well, just care more about the narrative. Let me give him some more. If I'm fucking.
Let's not, like I said, let's be critical thinkers. Let's be, that where we let stuff swirl around in our brain, and let's think and let's make actual real stuff with it. Let's do that. Let's not just repeat like I said, like, first of all, stop sharing memes. First of all, these memes are like, the grammatical stuff is horrible. Like, you're sharing memes that are misspelled and the grammar is terrible, and you're saying, that's right. And you, what? Like, what did they write about? What did they write about? Well, this may not have happened, but it's still a good point. No, why are you sharing it then? No. What are you doing? This is what you're doing. You're doing this to Flames. Flames are already a lot of bullshit.
It's already
a lot of bullshit. It is
information out there. Why do you got to add to it?
And then you're doing this.
And my least favorite fan of Flame, you about to get fired up over this one. Yeah. Well, if he was black, that's my least favorite one. If he was black.
If he was black, he would have been shot. Not necessarily.
It wouldn't even been a trial. It's like it's blacks that have either gotten off for like it's a case that just happened. Let me pull it up. It's a dude in Florida. His name was Andrew Coffey. It was like similar to with Breonna Taylor. Okay, we're gonna talk about that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The dude shot, he was like, they were raiding his place for he was a drug dealer that the cops raided his place. He shot at the cops and shit. Yeah, and everything. And he was on trial for attempted murder and shit, and got found now guilty for the shit. Yeah, a black drug dealer in Florida.
There's a couple of things. Because first of all, did they have a warrant? Because they didn't have a warrant, they illegally searched his house. Like I said,
if they didn't announce themselves, like
they didn't announce themselves, because that's the first part
Walker
of it.
Said he heard the knock, but he didn't hear him say police.
He didn't hear him say police.
They said they announced themselves. Here's what I think would happen with Kenneth Walker. They probably did announce that he just didn't hear. It's like you disoriented 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it was after midnight. I know it was late. You hear somebody beating on you. You know they didn't just knock like polite, like they were like like the police knock and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, the police knock. Yeah, the do.
Yeah. So yeah, you hear that shit. Yeah. You're gonna grab your shit. It's like,
yeah. They
probably did say police, but he didn't hear him say it. Like, we don't know what his bedroom could be like far away from his front door. You don't you didn't hear him what these heard.
Most people's bedrooms are far, because I mean, for safety, your bedroom is usually
safety, and for it's hard to sleep if you by the door. Like, you hear him outside and say that. Hey, so so that's probably what happened. And once again, Kenneth Walker, his murder charges were dropped in the case as well. And then the kid that the school shooting that just happened
in Texas.
Texas is black kid who went in and shot 4 motherfuckers basically.
Damn.
He was after one person, but people get hit in the crossfire.
Yeah.
I think including one of the instructors got hit. Dude is out on bail right now. And I don't even think he has murder charges. I think it's aggravated assault or something like that. Yeah. But he's out on jail right now. He's home right now, not sitting in jail at all. So black people do beat charges. It's not just fucking Rittenhouse. It's
it's not. So when you say that, then people completely, especially with the Kenneth Walker, people just know so that there's no so that.
Exactly.
Kenneth Walker's charges got dropped.
Yeah, because they had initially charged with an attempted murder of a police officer. Totally dismissed.
Not
acquitted, dismissed the charges.
Dismissed the charges because you knock on my door, I shoot at you, you shoot and kill my girlfriend.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you shoot into this apartment. Like I said, if anything, they're negligent as hell. You just come in just shooting blindly into the apartment.
Third guy, they did charge him because he was shooting in the through a fucking window, not
through a window blind.
Fucking idiot.
I mean, they were saying that it could have been children in that apartment. You just shoot in there blindly.
Mm-hmm. But I'm probably canceled after this fucking.
What are you doing? What are we doing?
But we had a good run. I'm probably canceled after this episode. But I don't give a shit.
I mean, we just said facts. My thing is, use your brain. Stop getting so easily triggered by social media, by people presenting stuff. Because if you actually sit down and actually look at all the facts and stuff, then you can make a more intelligent response, rather than if you just act totally on emotion with anything you do. It's always better if you sleep on stuff. If you just haphazardly go into your job, fuck you, I'm quitting. I'm sick of this shit. You go in, and then the next day you calm down, you realize that, hey, they were about to give you a promotion because they know you've been working very hard, and you thought you ought to get that promotion. You could be you know what? Nah, you already quit. You can't smooth that over. Let stuff swirl around, brother. I'm not saying just be a pushover. Know when to play emotion and when not to play emotion. Mm-hmm. Don't always lead with emotion. Logic has to come in at some point. Logic does have to come in. Think is all I'm telling people. Think.
I'm trying to find my next video right now as so I'm ready to wrap up with Kyle Rittenhouse.
Kyle fucking Rittenhouse. Yeah. Which hopefully I hope my only hope for this is that I hope that he, because he didn't get away with murder. People he didn't get away with murder. It wasn't murder. Like I said, I still think it was involuntary manslaughter. That's why I'm calling it. He did get away, or you can say he did get away with killing people. He did get away with killing people. You can say it like that, not murder. He did get away with killing people.
And I don't like the fucking the fact that he was out there with the gun. I know I get it because obviously it was unrest. That's why he was out. That he was out there with an AR-15 to kill people. It's it was unrest.
No.
And in Wisconsin's open carry, you can carry a rifle in there.
Right.
Yeah. So it looks crazy to people that aren't in the gun community, but it's carrying a rifle is not illegal in Wisconsin.
Exactly.
And like
this
with him being 17, like I said, the law is you can carry a long gun, but not a pistol or
not
like
a pistol,
a gun, something like that. It got to be a long gun because like especially in the rural areas, it's like fathers go out hunting with.
They go out hunting.
Yeah, you take your son out hunting. It's like he can carry a rifle like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he can't purchase one, but yeah, he can carry. Yeah, like you take your son out hunting, you can carry a rifle, and that's why you can carry.
My thing that
I'm
saying about him is that with all that being said, let's say, like I said, like he didn't get away. I won't say he got away with murder, but he did kill 2 people. He did get away with killing 2 people. But what I hope that you beat your case, disappear.
Yeah,
don't be like Zimmerman. Don't be like Zimmerman. Out there being
don't OJ. Don't write a book like.
Don't be out there being cocky and shit. Don't be on like if late night people like decline every interview that comes your way. Just disappear.
And just disappear. I know people said he was acting. He did legitimately seem remorseful, like when the verdict came. That's what I want to show in the video. You do see him break down and like drop to his knees, like after they read all of the chaos.
Yeah, because his life could have been over.
he was facing life in prison. In fact,
right, his life could have been over.
He was literally facing life.
He's 18 now. Your life could have been over. 18 years old.
The rest of your life in jail at 18. Like he literally is facing life in prison. But I hope.
So I'm hoping that with this lesson, that this hard lesson that he learned, I'm hoping that you just disappear and you just fly under the radar.
To like give your thoughts, and after that, we should never see you again.
Military silence. Yeah. Change your name. Go somewhere where no one knows you.
Yeah, he got to change his name. He's fucked. Yeah.
Move to a different town. Change your name.
But
do something real, regular, basic job. Like do something super basic where it's like just away from lights. Delete all social media. If you have social media, delete all social media.
Sure that shit has been gone.
So that's what I'm saying for him. Like, don't be out there like George Zimmerman. Like, he was just a cocky piece of shit. He was arrogant. He out there signing Skittle rappers and doing just ignorant shit like that. Like, don't do stuff like that. Don't do that. Yeah.
And let's shift gears right now to another fucked up story.
This is a fucked up edition, I guess.
You're with Zach Stacy.
I didn't know him until now. I knew nothing about him until a couple of days ago. Because I'm transparent about
running back. Yeah,
I'm not as familiar with football. I'm a basketball girl, so like I know the Bears.
Here's why, because
the Bears.
Here's why people know basketball players over football players. Because like first of all, there's less basketball players.
It is.
There's only 5 guys on the court at the time, and teams like don't usually have over 15 players.
Yeah, it's like 14, 15.
Football team is like over 50 motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's like 60 people.
And they're wearing helmets. You can't see their faces. But basketball, you can see their face. So like football is like, yeah, they more anonymous than basketball players. So
right.
Like, you don't know them as much. It's like, and it's like, it's easy to remember like 12 guys than to remember 45 guys.
Exactly.
Yeah. But let's watch this video. I got it. It's uncomfortable to watch. Do you want to watch it? It's uncomfortable, but I
watched it already. I did watch it, but you can play it for the. I did watch it. I watched it.
Watching us on YouTube. I'm gonna watch it without the sound because they cancel you. They take your shit down when you play sound sometimes. So we'll watch it without the sound.
Yeah, I watched it and I nearly threw up because I just saw somebody make a comment saying that
I saw Lady Red talking about it. It's what I saw talking about it.
I saw somebody leave a comment that said that no one should ever do this to anybody. There's no reason that you should ever do this to anybody.
Zach Stacy and his baby mom, he smacks the shit out of her, decks her right there. I'm gonna give commentary for those that are listening.
Throws her into a TV, yeah. And the TV fell down on her. Throws her into a TV, a fucking TV.
And there's a second one. He flung her into that's different angle of the TV right there. That's the angle. Mm-hmm. The cat got the fuck out of there. I saw that shit.
Mm-hmm. And my thing and I'll just say it after this ends. I'll say it.
Yeah.
I'll say it after this ends.
After she's on the ground, he's going after her again. Yelling at her and shit. Yeah.
And football players, they're pretty fucking big guys because you
work out every day. You in shape.
You're having to run away from guys who are 300 pounds trying to sack you. So you're pretty.
Throws her into the fucking baby.
The baby carrier.
Yeah, the little baby thing.
The baby swing. Yes, because like as a mom, Like I had a swing like that as a mom. I did have a swing because like it's good to like rock the baby.
They got a little baby, like a 5-month-old or something like that.
So that's what I was going to say. As a mom, on that second clip, the baby was on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
The baby could have fallen off the couch. This 5-month-old baby. And when I heard the sound, as soon as he threw the mom and threw her into that TV, the baby just started crying with panic in his voice.
Throw your mom into a fucking TV.
I said, even though this baby is only 5 months old, a baby can recognize.
Your kids knew who you were at 5 months.
A baby can recognize distress because it's like.
And they knew who you were. So if something happens to you, they know that, like something, like they know your.
Something happened to mommy. Something happened to my mommy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So for him to do that in front of a baby, it's like, you are a fucking piece of shit. To hit a woman, period, you're a fucking piece of shit. But you did that in front of a baby, and the baby could have been hurt. You are like, I don't condone violence like that, but I hope that this young lady has some brothers or some cousins or somebody that can go fuck the justice system. Like you need to go handle that.
He has been arrested because at first, this motherfucker was still on the street at first. He has been arrested now.
Before the police got him. I'm saying that. It should have been some brothers and some cousins. It should have been somebody in her family that
somebody should have put hands on him.
Somebody should have put, because like I said, like if this would have been me back in the day, because they were like in their 20s, it would have been me back in the day. I already know what would have happened. You, Feast, Kareem, some of our cousins, I already know what would have happened. And that's all I'm saying.
That's all
I'm saying. I got three older brothers and I got a shitload of cousins.
Give it sign language right now. That's all.
That's why I always say. That's why I never worry. I said I got 3 older brothers and I'm the youngest in my family. Not just with my brothers, but like with my cousins. I'm like on the younger end of all my cousins. So all my cousins look at me like their little sister too. So I got a lot of cousins and brothers. So that's why I say I don't worry about shit. I don't. But I hope somebody, like before he got arrested, I hope somebody in her family put hands on him. I hope someone did. Because the fact that he threw her and then he punched her while she was like, you are a coward. Like what kind of man, like the way he flung her like she was a rag doll. Like the way he just, I hope that.
You can tell who of your friends are pieces of shit too.
I hope that
anybody that can
condone that
in any way is like I'm probably gonna delete you from my time.
Yeah, I don't want to be your type of friend. What made me see that video because like one of my friends wrote, it is no reason that if you're you're a football player, and to hit a woman like that, it's no excuse. And I was like, what is he talking about? And then he posted the link of the video. And when I watched it, I was like, oh my God, watching it. Because I had no idea what he was talking about because he just made that post. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I was like, what's he talking about? And then
I don't care how mad or whatever the fuck she did to piss you out. You don't do that. Nobody deserves that.
Nobody deserves that.
I don't care. Like nobody deserves that shit.
I'm gonna borrow from the great Nia Long. You know, you hit my sister like she was a fucking man. You hit her like she was a fucking man. You hit her like she was a man in the bar. You hit that girl like a man.
Lisa, yeah.
You hit her like a man. You did. Like I said, you have to look at these guys like most football players. You at least like 6'2", like 210. You at least that size as a football player.
I'll give you the vitals. You know, you can pull up their vitals like with style. Yeah.
And then me, I always say about myself, if you're a woman, like I said, because a lot of guys date women like my size. A lot of football players, wives, basketball, they like I see like the wives, like their ratios, they be like my size.
Okay, so he's a smaller guy, but he's still bigger than the average woman. I was like, he's his listed as 5'9", 224. Like that's still like
that's big as fuck.
Yeah, so he's
because 5'9" isn't that tall, but he's a tank because 225 pounds. On a 5'9" frame.
Like I knew he was solid. I know how tall he was. So like 5'9" is like, he's like on the shorter end, especially for
short, but he's a tank. He's built. He's like 225 pounds. That's a tank. He's a tank. He's big as hell. Like his stature, he's big as hell. And she's like 5'6", like 150. It's like, yeah.
And you're in shape too as a professional athlete. And you don't sit around eating
nachos and shit. Yeah, nachos.
It's like, you like in the best shape of your life, like professional.
And you're not eating So my guilty pleasure, I just ate some Keebler Elves, the little mini chocolate chip cookies with the M&Ms in it. I just ate a bag of those.
I'll do you one better. I just baked some homemade cookies. I got them right there.
What time we had this podcast so I can get mine?
That's where this came from. I've been snacking on cookies all day.
You gotta taste this. You gotta sample your merchandise. You gotta sample your merch first.
I'm getting ready because the holidays are coming up, and
you gotta sample
cookies. So I had to do a batch just for for practice. like
you gotta sample
practice dinner. Because on Thanksgiving we go live. It's like
I'll be a taster. I'll sample for you.
I made some today for this practice. So
and I'll sample. Me and the kids will sample. Mm-hmm. But the piece of it's like you're a piece of shit for doing that. And like you said, like any guy who can justify that, who can make that be,
we don't know what she did before the video started. Don't say, okay, I'm deleting you right away. It's like
nothing. Even your mama is a hoe. Even that doesn't deserve that. Your mama is a bitch. That doesn't deserve that. It's nothing that you can say. The baby isn't yours. It's nothing that you can say that warrants that type of reaction. I don't care. It's nothing that a lady can say that can warrant that reaction, to be hit, thrown, punched. And she looked like she was legit scared. And the good thing is that she had whatever camera was in her house to catch that. Because imagine if that camera was not there. And if he hit her like this, I'm sure, I'm just going on a limb, I'm sure it wasn't the first time. That's all I'm saying. I'm sure it wasn't the first time. I'm sure it wasn't the first time. I'm sure it goes
0 to 100 like Drake. He's like, nobody does.
I'm sure it wasn't the first time. You know what? It's just the first time he got caught. That's what it is. Smile, you're on candid camera. You're caught. You're caught, Negro. You're caught.
In jail right now for facing charge of aggravated battery.
As he should.
Great bodily harm and criminal mischief. Yeah, that's what he's on. Yeah.
Beating on that lady like that. What's wrong with you? In front of a baby at that. Like, what's wrong with you?
Crazy.
So you getting deleted. If you agree with that, well, she probably was out here. She probably was for the streets. And if she is for the streets, does that warrant you to get thrown through a fucking TV? If you are for the streets?
Like I said, I don't see what she could have possibly have done to like piss somebody off that much. It's like, yeah, like
stupid.
It's like, fill me in and shit. Like, maybe I'm just crazy about shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, just stupid.
Want some comedy right now? As far as what's silly comedy shit though, too? Yes.
Yeah, because I'm a little bit.
We're not gonna watch all of this video.
I'm a little swollen in the chest now. I got a little bit swollen up in the chest.
Because lighten it up. How funny, lighten it up. You remember this Danny Later song that she made for you, the Yellow Bone song she made, that the controversy about with well, it looks like Yellow Bone ain't what the baby wanted because they broke up and they got a newborn too, and then like Splitsville, and there's a lot of business mess because like the baby was what people do now, went on live and shit like with the two of them. We're gonna watch it's like 15 minutes. We're not gonna watch all of this, but
see my face I'm making
this fucking video like they're live and shit because of course I found it. I'm gonna put sound on this because you gotta have sound on this shit.
And try to position yourself in a career through a child turned in one of a good example of a black father being tore down. We ain't doing that. We ain't about to let that be misrepresented out here. You know what I'm saying? We not doing that. I know it's plenty.
Where's the part with him and Danny Later arguing? That's what I want.
You know what I'm saying? They tell me all the time.
We'll find that part.
As far as like how I deal with what I got to deal with and still handle my business.
I want to see when the two of them were like going at it. That's what I'm going to find.
You got to say something. And they only saying this because they done been around it, you know, so.
When they arguing live,
she had the baby. They delivered the baby in America the next day. As soon as the jet landed, delivered the baby safely.
Oh, here it is. This is the part I want to see. This is the good shit right here.
Okay, Jonathan. We haven't been together.
You don't know what's going on?
I don't know what's going on. Oh my God, this is so funny.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh my God, how you gonna go live
dealing with
in the room right now?
You're dealing with a real nigga. Just not. Hey, listen.
Like as if I'm not gonna come out here and talk.
I'm gonna let y'all see what's going on. Like this is my reality.
You're such a cap ass man.
This is my reality.
This is such a cap ass man. He wants to fuck me and fuck his baby mother and fuck all these Charlotte hoes and fuck all this shit. And me, I'll be okay with that, guys. And me come back and live here and stay in this fucking house with our child.
I don't want you to stay. I've been begging you to
yeah,
leave.
I know you tried to kick me out
This one of them real. This one of them real movies, man. Y'all look tune in and see what we dealing with.
For sure.
Shouted really cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Really
Real life, man. I'm not going.
Because you're calling me a crazy ass woman
I'm not
on the internet trying to make me look bad because your ass was trying to pick me out to go to a hotel with our 3-month baby. What?
Listen.
What? You just gonna...
I got the entire night. Shouty, can I do my live?
No. Go ahead, do your live.
That's why the folks got to come get her out of here, man.
No, I'm leaving. Trust me, I'm leaving. But I need my stuff from your house so I can leave here forever.
Why do you have stuff in my house? I've been trying to get you to leave my house for a week.
I had a whole closet in your house.
No, I can't turn it off. I gotta clear this up.
So listen, this other girl.
I don't know who the other girl is. I gotta read
somebody come get
the dude. I don't know who
they are. Acting like I just came into your life and just fucking.
I don't know who that dude is.
Oh my god, you're so funny, bro. This is so funny. How you gonna go on live with me in the other room thinking I ain't gonna come out and talk?
I'm not tripping on you coming out. Why are you still here? You got to leave. This is real life. This not the shit with your parents. No, let's get you one now. Do you need help? Let's get you a jet. You have to leave. Shawty got
kicked her out. Yeah.
You kicked her out with their fucking baby. It's just crazy.
With the baby. Kicked her out with the baby.
They got a 3-month-old and shit, yeah. And he basically said she was a side chick and all of that. She said, but then she posted a bunch of videos of them like being like on her fucking stories, a bunch of like intimate moments with them. It's like, yeah, it's like, we weren't.
This is so messy. Here's my thing.
If go ahead, because I got thoughts.
Here's my thing. As someone who has given birth twice and who had young children, especially when you have your first child with somebody, it's like you should still be like in the cloud 9, kind of like, oh, like a baby, a 3-month-old baby. It's like a lot of women,
still a tiny baby. Then
a lot of women, like you, may still be on maternity leave at 3 months, at the 3-month period. Like I was still on maternity leave when I had Khalil at 3. He was 3. I was still on maternity leave. It's like you're still in that phase where you may be home and you're still like, oh, you know, the baby. You in that phase still. So whenever I see relationships just like abruptly end, either when it's like when you're about to give birth or you just gave birth, or it's just always made me go like, whoa, like it just must be some toxic shit where it's like, I can't deal. I can't take it. Like it just has to be that type of thing. Like a la Denise Richards when she left Charlie Sheen when she was 6 months pregnant with her second child.
Or Ray J and
Princess Love, yeah.
Hey, she was pregnant when they split the first time.
Whatchamacallit, they Jason Derulo and his lady, they split and they just had their baby. Like, I mean, it has to be something that really just made you just go like, yeah, I don't want to mess with you right now. Like, yeah, I'm good. I'd rather just me and my baby going to be good. I'd rather just take my baby and be a single mom and not deal with your ass. It has to be something that really made you just go, that's what happened.
And the baby just can't stay out of the news these days. I don't know who's in the news, him or Lil Nas X. Who's in the news? The baby.
Lil Nas X, and that's a nice segue because I watched this little clip with the Maury clip. It was not obviously he was not really on the Maury show. It was a skit because people like, and people were actually buying into this. Here's my thing I say about Lil Nas X: love him or hate him, that man knows how to market himself. He knows how to market himself.
Marketing the baby just be doing shit like that.
Lil Nas X knows how to strategically market.
Lil Nas X is acting for the most part. The baby just really be doing wild shit though, for real.
Because I watched this Maury thing. It was for his song, What I Want, or whatever the name of his song is. And I say that Lil Nas X is a marketing, like he knows how to market himself. He does. Yo. The baby, I think it's time for like, does a baby have a PR person or somebody, an image consultant, or it's time for him to like have like some outside people to help him manage his image and stuff, because he just
you know, The first thing somebody in my timeline posted was about that song. Said, "Guess a yellow bone ain't what he wanted."
What he wanted.
Like hashtag too soon.
And here's the thing about ladies, and this is why I just warn ladies about, like, everybody, like, I mean, we all love the story about like how you met your boyfriend when you were 16. You guys fell in love and you were guys each other's first, but you went to prom together, and then you guys went to college. You guys stayed, you got married, you had a wonderful family. Everybody
with the house and the dog and the picket fence
and the kids and yeah, everybody loves to hear that story, but it's not realistic for most people. I like the couples I can think of who've been together since high school or shortly after. I can only think of like 3 people offhand who are still with their mates like 20 years later. But I mean, I can only think of like 3 people I know, like right now, 3 couples I know. But it's like, for the most part, that doesn't happen. So a lot of times you do happen to meet somebody may be technically involved with somebody, but they may be in a downward spiral in that relationship. Like I said, people stay in relationships for many reasons, in toxic relationships. It may be for convenience. It may be for children. Whatever the case may be, somebody may be technically unavailable, but you fall for them. And if you do happen to get with somebody who was technically unavailable and you air quote took someone's man, ladies, I'm talking to you, if you do that, then the worst thing you can do is just be like, yeah, I took your man, I got him and this and this and that. And then if your relationship falls apart with him, then everybody's gonna be looking at you like, And that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get that. You're gonna expect to get that back. And that's what she got by, I said, because we knew where it was. Why would you make a song called Yellow Bone?
Shit, yeah.
Why would you make a song called Yellow Bone? This is what he want. He want a yellow bone. Everybody don't want a yellow bone. Everybody don't.
Yeah. Clearly the baby don't want anymore.
Everybody don't want a yellow bone. But I mean, you made the song because you were trying to throw jabs at his other mama.
It's like, yeah, I got your man.
I got him. He want all this. He want me.
Yellow bone over your black ass.
And that's another thing. Like I said, and that's such a sensitive topic. Like Black people, ladies, let's stop doing the color. The colorism shit is played. It's old. Colorism is so played. We all Black. We all beautiful. Let's stop jigaboo and wannabe, and let's stop that shit now. Let's stop that shit now. Stop it.
Best of luck to the 2 of them because they have a small child.
You have a child. You have to co-parent.
You're not going to be together co-parent.
Co-parent that child and be mature adults. Let him be a father. You didn't make this kid on your own. Don't let him get out of his. Don't let him be a dad uncle, as they always say, the dad uncle thing. Don't let him be a dad uncle.
That's my only thing to add right there. Like, at least work it out for the sake of y'all's child. Like I said, like just
co-parent the child.
Yeah, that's
co-parent the child.
That's what's important now. Like y'all raising that.
Be mature adults. Mm-hmm. Come together for birthdays. Come together for Halloween. Come together for parent-teacher conference. Do that.
I'm about to make you laugh. Baby needs to sit down and have a conversation with Lil Wayne. So all of his baby mamas get along.
They all get along. Yes. I don't know what Wayne.
He needs to sit down and have a convo with Wayne.
Maybe Wayne does have the magic stick. Maybe he does. Because I mean, these women, they get along very well. There's no animosity.
He does talk about cunnilingus a lot in this song. So like, that's probably every song he mentions how much he enjoys doing that. So yeah,
how much he enjoys doing that. So maybe that might add to it.
Maybe that's part of it too.
That's part of the appeal, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. And on a sad note, we're gonna wrap this up. Yeah. Rest in peace, Young Dolph, man.
Yeah.
This was a tough one because I like he got Chicago ties. Dolph was born in Chicago, but he was raised in Memphis. He's a Memphis guy.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But 36 years old, shot and killed outside of a fucking donut shop. Yeah.
At a baker, a cookie place. Yeah, he was getting cookies.
Cookies. Thank you. Yeah, outside of a
because he had frequented that place before because he was talking about how much he liked their cookies. And it's like, and he made a point to say that. And, you know, it's just sad that he was doing a good thing by saying, you know, trying to put on his page to drive their business. Like, okay, this is I'm assuming it's a small Black business. I'm assuming it's a Black business. Yeah, so you're trying to drive the sales of this Black business. Like, hey, me, Young Dolph.
He hangs out here. We're going to get that motherfucker.
Exactly. I mean, like, he's doing something good, like trying to bring good, like, like I said, another one, a death that still hurts that happened, like with Nipsey Hussle when he got killed. It's like it reminds me of that. Like you're trying to do something positive. Mm-hmm. And young Dolph, he was a family man. He had a wife. He had 2 children, 2 small children. So it's like now you just took another
Dolph. Like I was a fan.
Another father from their kids.
I was a fan of Dolph. Like he had a banger out he had with Meg Thee Stallion last year.
Yeah, I like that one.
From my Chevy, my Lambo over Chevy on some rich nigga shit.
Right, because like I have to confess, I really don't know much about like the new artists, but then Marcus sent me that song with Meg. And as soon as I heard, I was like, I was bouncing to it. I was like, yeah.
Everything lit. I went got the bag, everything lit. I went all the way through here to back to get to this. Come on, man. I
was bouncing to it, like, because it does have you just naturally just bouncing. Like it's a banger. It is. It's
another banger he had last year on a personal level. He he put out a song with Ferris. Ferris is Boss is what it's called. Yeah.
Nice.
It's Ferris and who the fuck else was on this song? I think Herbo was on it as well too. I forget, but that's what he mentions. The Harold's chicken on 87.
The Harold's. Okay, is that the guy who mentioned Harold's? Yeah, okay.
87 parked on the side on the drop by the docks. Yeah, that's Dolph. Yeah, he's one that shot at Harold's on 87th Street. It was like he definitely knows Chicago.
So sad, yeah. Because I remember you kept on saying like he was like he been here because when people try to cap and be like, yeah, I'm Chicago. What Harold's you go to? You can't name a Harold. Like you ain't from here. You don't know where Harold's are.
87 parked in the drop on the side by the docks. So you know exactly that Harold's the one.
You know exactly. It's now Hot Shy now, but yeah. But
Herbo is on it. I always forget her because Herbo I didn't Herbo's verse was kind of trash on that, but I'm getting canceled. Like I said, but Dolph snapped on that. Dolph snapped on the fucking boss.
Yeah, right? But it's just so sad. Like all this senseless killings. It's like, and it does make you like it is kind of like a. You're not trying to be like, I'm running away, but it's like at some point, I get why people just move the fuck away and just never just go back to the hood. I get that.
You can't return to your hometown.
I get that. So I get that.
Young Dolph proof from what's the name D12 is like he got shot in his home fucking
because he was hanging out on 8 Mile still. He was hanging out on 8 Mile.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you got to get the fuck away from your old hood. It's like because it's haters and shit. Yeah,
like you just stay in you stay in a gated community. You send your kids to the private school out there. Like you just only stay in your little area. Like I said, in Chicago, like in the Chicagoland area, like we always say, Winnetka is a good one. Mm-hmm. Like Winnetka is like it's money in Winnetka. Like so, if you just stay in Winnetka and that's the only place you stay is that you just stay up there in Winnetka, and you don't. And if you do go to the city, you go downtown. That's it. You don't even go like you don't go.
You don't hang out on the 9 and shit. Yeah.
You ain't going to 63rd. You ain't going over to 63rd no more. You're not. You're not going to the 9.
Or the 9. I'm not hanging out.
You ain't going to the 9. You ain't going to the Wild Hundreds. You ain't going to the Wild Wild. You ain't going to Roseland.
The Manor and shit. I'm not.
The Manor. Oh hell no! You ain't going to the Manor. You ain't going to the Manor. You stay the fuck away from that because it's like you said, it's like the hate. It's like, why are you so like what would make you, what just possesses people to just be like that? To just be like, you got your shit, so I'm going to take you from everybody. People love you, so I'm going to take you. Like, what goes on your mind that you're just so miserable that you have to take someone that people actually like, that's doing something positive in their community? What possesses people to do that? I'll never understand that. I just won't. Like, someone help me out. I don't get it. I don't. Like, if you put half the energy in and try to track down people, maybe you could have a success. Maybe you could build yourself up and be successful. Instead of like,
out here for everybody.
Obsessing over this person, maybe you can build yourself.
I always say, if I have a candle and I use my candle to light your candle, does that mean my candle lights burns any less bright? Nope. No, we both got candles. There's enough out here for everybody to have a candle.
It is.
There's enough out here for everybody.
It is.
All y'all dumbass haters.
And if you spend half the energy that you do try to take down somebody and put it into your effort, you would probably be up there too. That's all I'm saying. Put in your effort.
Rest in peace, young Dolph. Tragic, sad story. Way too young.
Praying for his family, because I can't even imagine like with his wife and his children. Like she has to tell her kids that their dad's not coming home. Like,
in honor of young Dolph, I might go ahead over and have me some Harold's. Like I hit the one on the other side on 87th. You know,
in the gas station. Yeah,
I have some heroes on 87th today in honor of Young Dolph.
Yeah.
But rest in peace to that brother as we wrap up Not Another Damn Podcast. Oh, before we do that though, while y'all out here crying over a Kyle Rittenhouse getting acquitted, what I care more about is like finding the killers of Young Dolph. That's what I want. Find those motherfuckers that killed him.
Mm-hmm.
I care way more about that than Kyle fucking Rittenhouse getting
exactly, because this is a problem that's been going on for years.
That shot and killed Young Dolph.
In our communities, you get what I'm getting. In our communities, this happens way too much. In our communities, it happens too much.
That's where I want my energy to go. Like find Young Dolph's killers and shit.
Please.
They still out there. They ain't found nobody yet. So find them motherfuckers. As we wrap up Not Another Damn Podcast, definitely appreciate each and every one of you supporting us. You want to support us further? It is episode 234, by the way. Give us a like on the Facebook. Also, you subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. Talking about Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
Hit us up on YouTube and your Amazon Alexa devices. A little something like. That'll work. Follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You know how to get at me.
Hey, you can check me out, MSIMAH626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, SCR8GULOEY1 on Twitter, SCR8GULOEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.